Beginning is a fantastic source of inspiration. Planning is an incredible source of inspiration. Deciding is an unbelievable source of inspiration. But now beginning only lasts so long. If you begin that first week and then you don't continue, yes, you'll be inspired by deciding and planning and beginning. But all of that now will start to fade away if you don't do number 4. One of the great sources of inspiration is progressing. Once you've gotten started, now you proceed, you progress. Now you go to class the second week, you go to class the third week. But it's not only progressing in terms of time, it's progressing in terms of what you're learning, progressing in terms of getting the information that you hadn't discovered before. Now you're excited about that. Progress. One of the greatest sources of inspiration is progress. When you start jogging around the block, and at first it's a little difficult, and then it's 2 blocks, and then you go around 4 or 5 times. But then you notice you're breathing easier. You notice when you go up a flight of stairs, you're not out of breath. And it suddenly occurs to you, in a fairly short period of time, you're making progress. With these incredible Herbalife products, when people first start taking the products, and they've got some health challenges, and they discipline themselves, they do it the first day, and the second day, and the first week, and the second week, but it isn't long. If they need to lose some weight, a pound or 2, 4 or 5 pounds, that is so incredibly exciting. You don't have to wait for 50 pounds. You don't have to wait for 100 pounds. That first one, that first 2 or 3, making progress. Having more oxygen in your lungs. You can tell within a short period of time, I'm making progress on my oxygen supply. I'm making progress on losing weight. Then when you start making progress in your business, your ability to make contacts, your ability to talk to people. Being so shy, you decided one day, hey, I've had enough with being too shy. I've made the decision. I'm making some plans. I'm going to begin talking to people. And you start, and at first it's difficult. But then, very quickly, and it doesn't take a year, I'm telling you, it doesn't take a month, it doesn't take a week. I promise you, even though you're a little bit shy, if you'll just start to introduce yourself, if you'll just start to talk to someone you've never talked to before, just get started. I promise you, in a fairly short period of time, because 2 things are happening. One is deciding to overcome a liability, but also understanding that with this new skill now, with this new ability, and with my progress, no telling what I can accomplish. Because if I can get over the fear of talking to 1, I can get over the fear of talking to number 10, number 50, number 100. And by the time I get to number 50 and number 100, my self-confidence is going to be so strong, my self-esteem is going to be so high, my new skill is going to show such incredible progress that I will never look back on the old ways. So, what an incredible source of inspiration, progressing. I jotted this down. Unhappiness is simply the lack of progress toward a preset goal. If you're not making progress, see, that's when unhappiness sets in. But here's where happiness begins. Making progressive progress. You don't have to arrive all at once. You don't have to have it immediately. But as long as you're making progress, as long as progress is part of your experience now, it is a fantastic source of inspiration. Now here's the next one. Source of inspiration, and that is achieving. When you finally have arrived at that goal that you set, I want to have this much experience and be able to do this by 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 6 months from now. And finally, that 6 months passes, and there you are. Finally, the time passes, and you have it. Finally, the time passes, and the skill is now beginning to be polished, and it is so unique and effective. Achieving is an incredible source of inspiration. But here's what we notice. When you do achieve, whatever you set out in the beginning, where you decided and planned and you got started and you progressed, When you finally achieve, that achievement is not much more inspiration than when you decided. It's a different kind of inspiration. It's a different kind of feeling to having arrived. Knowing that you've got many other objectives to accomplish, many other places you want to go, things you want to do, the person you want to become. But at least I've got this one. You know, I've done this one. I remember way back when I wanted to do the training and I wanted to do teaching, I would like to do seminars, because I saw people that had such a magnificent effect on their audience. They used the language to such an unbelievable degree. I could tell that something was mixed from their heart and their soul and their mind and their vocabulary, and this mixture of stuff together presented to someone's ears to hear and a heart maybe to believe and a mind to understand that the most incredible magic could occur. I thought to myself, if I could possibly do that, it would be the greatest feeling in the world. Later I've come to have one more goal, which I just probably won't ever attain, and that is to be a singer. To not only speak the poetry, to not only speak the language, but to sing it, accompanied by music. In my opinion, that's probably the most awesome impact you can have on any person or any group or any audience, is the ability to communicate a message or a poem or lyrics or what you feel or what you know, to communicate it by music and by song. To me, it is the most incredible impact that one human can have on another or have on an audience. But next to that is to be able to feel strong about some ideas and have the ability to put it into words, to put it into language, drive it by emotion, have it mixed with experience, you know, and all the stuff that goes on in your head and your heart and your soul, and deliver it to the best of your ability, even as I'm doing today, to an unseen audience. But since I can visualize the audience and where it goes from here and where it may go beyond where it reaches even at the moment, that inspires me to do my best to come up with ideas that will be meaningful and helpful. To me, this is the most incredible experience. You know, the song, I will never get there because, you know, I don't have that particular powerful talent. But next to it, I'm telling you, you can have, next to that, the most incredible effect on someone else. Without a doubt, you can stir someone's imagination. You can reach that achievement. You can be there. What you've wished for and what you've dreamed for, if you will draw from the source of deciding, that inspiration, and the inspiration of planning, the inspiration of beginning, and the inspiration of progressing, then you will know this incredible inspiration of achieving, of finally getting there, finally being the person, finally accomplishing the goal. And here's what's exciting about Herbalife. We get to practice all of these every day. All of this is working every day, simultaneously. And that simultaneous, because some of you right now are achieving and deciding. And perhaps you have achieved and decided the same day. Because what you have achieved, you have decided, I'm going to multiply it now by 2, by 3, by 5. So it's amazing how you can plan and decide, begin and decide on something else. You can be making progress in one area and deciding on starting another. All of this can happen, especially in our social and our business life combined with our spiritual life and herbal life. All of this can be happening at the same time. You know, it's so amazing to go to Salinas, California. Salinas is called the lettuce capital of the world. The soil is so rich, it's unbelievable. Not far from there is Castroville. And Castroville is called the artichoke capital of the world. And within a few miles of there is a place called Gilroy. And Gilroy is called the garlic capital of the world. They now have a garlic festival every year. Now over 300,000 people come from all over to Gilroy, California to get in on the garlic festival. Not far from there is a place called Watsonville. And Watsonville, California, is known as the strawberry capital of the world. All within a very short, you can drive to all of these little towns within a very short period of time. It doesn't take half a day. And yet, these are the capitals of the world in terms of productivity. And the reason is because the soil is so unusual that in these areas you can grow 2-3 crops a year. Now, as you know, most of the world is restricted to, one crop a year, spring, summer, harvest, and then winter. But in this area, it's unbelievable when you drive through to see them harvesting in one field and planting in the field right next to it. Harvesting and planting. On the same day that they're harvesting, they're planting. It's just a phenomenal place. But that's true of Herbalife. You can harvest and plant the same day. You can achieve and decide in a single day. You can be making progress in one area and having achieved something in another area, all mixed in together, all happening simultaneously and at the same time. I wanted to call that to your attention so that you would appreciate it and how our lives are so dramatically affected by the business we do, and our social life and our religious life and our life of the community, but especially the opportunity that Herbalife offers for all of this to be working simultaneously. Deciding, planning, beginning, progressing, achieving.
Chẳng được quên khi cơn mưa đêm lại về. Em đã quên lời thề và ta như đông chìm sâu. Không cần mới em anh nhận màu. Em chỉ cần mơ nó bye bye. Chỉ còn là những cơn mưa vô giá. Cho bên mơ em không mơ anh. Anh vẫn đang mơ. Chỉ cần bên em không được cần nhớ. Và trôi không còn nhớ. Người ta bên nhau nhưng là tớ. Muốn nhớ người say em chỉ của mấy em ở đây. Và anh như muốn chết đi nhưng không muốn em mãi mãi. Tình yêu làm cho ta đau đầu. Không em yêu mà mơ mộng. Anh như nước mong cầu. Và mưa bên em mơ sầu. Chào các bạn bye mà mơ. Chỉ có bên em nhưng là không mơ. Em vẫn đang dài. Em muốn bên ai. Anh không mong gì hơn. Chỉ mong em sẽ ở đây ôm anh thật gần. Anh chỉ mong đôi ta được có nhau. Và đừng em đâu anh có em. Một đêm bên ta được có em. Ta sẽ trao nhau môi hôn thật sâu. Ôm anh không nữa bằng đâu. Và em chỉ lần đầu. Anh không muốn em ở đâu đâu. Một cơn tháng tư anh không mơ cầu. Mà không có anh mà bên giờ. Anh chỉ là my friend. Em quên đi bằng lời hứa. Quên đi cần ngày xưa. Anh như là một trước. Em thương mặt trước. Mà đưa đêm ở đêm. Anh nhìn mặt môi bằng kem. Không như là ba trên thêm. Cho em nhiều hơn như là kem. Chỉ cần là mưa thôi. Em chỉ cần là mưa thôi. Còn ai sẽ là nắng rồi. Em chỉ cần là mưa thôi. Cho anh ngược êm trôi. Cho anh được ôm em khi trời nắng. Và ôm em khi trời mưa. Và có anh có một trời. Em như là cuộc đời. Có được nhau đồng thời. Không cần mưa để mất lời. Anh muốn em mau về đây. Cơn mưa ngừng trôi. Anh muốn em là cuộc đời trong lòng người. Bao có bao nhiêu sự trên đời. Anh chỉ mong muốn có em bên người. Không muốn được mãi mãi. Chỉ cần mà sai. Em nên làm con tim mưa sầu. Nên làm con tim để âu đầu. Yêu em nhưng em mà mong cầu. Chỉ muốn có em ở trong đầu. Anh không
paid with blood or some sort of pain. You caused a permanent stain which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear, I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here, the sound of deafening fear. My energy is next level, so then you better be careful. I got an angel and devil, he's set me straight in the temple. I'm ready to be a rebel, I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel. That shit is so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks, I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you anywhere or any place. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in a better day. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.